Welcome to Vlogmas Day 3.
This is Jage the Page.
Merry Christmas, everybody!
You know what that means. That's mine, thank you.
Jade! Oh my gosh, this is real good. We're gonna be answering some of your questions from Instagram. We got Starbucks drink.
Grande ice toasted white mocha.
I also got a toasted white mocha, but I got blonde espresso. It's very good. Let's get into the questions.
I don't think there's really a difference between ice toasted mocha and the regular one. Just saying.
Okay, so we're gonna be answering your questions. Let's see. I also said that nothing is off limits. Someone just said type. What's your type, Liz?
It used to be blonde hair, blue eyes. Dating a boy who has brown hair, blue eyes, so it's close enough.
Dark hair. Okay, what's your funniest or most embarrassing memory? I don't know if they're asking like us together. Do we have an embarrassing memory? Well, we haven't been out in public in a while, so nothing's really...
Probably a bunch when we were
younger,
like in middle school.
I know.
We both followed a boy around that we both liked around Hershey Park. Followed him the entirety of our time there.
And now we're friends.
We don't know.
What is the best advice you've ever received?
Do more what makes you happy.
It's real cute. Here, come in. It says, have y'all ever liked the same guy?
It was the 8th grade.
We don't talk about it.
Moral of the story, I went to bed sobbing that night.
How many boyfriends have you guys had?
Well,
I've had 0.
Okay. Back in high school, you know, when like talking phases were a thing, I had many people I talked to, but I've really only dated my boyfriend that I have now.
Has Nikki ever been on your For You page?
Like every 2 seconds. And it just says, your friend.
Song that feels a lot like Christmas, but is not.
I was literally just talking about this. Any Brett Eldredge song. Favorite artist at the moment, One Direction.
Actually really obsessed with One Direction every time around the holidays because they used to release their holiday music I mean, what? They used to release all of their new albums in November. Did you hated each other when you first met?
No.
Yeah, no.
Why would you hate me?
I don't know, I was thinking. I don't think so.
It was a very random pairing.
I didn't think I was gonna be friends with you because Liz already had a best friend and I was in search of one in the 8th grade. Advice for teenage girls. We are wait, no we're not. We're 20 years old.
Yeah, life is not too serious. Like if you're literally like 13. Also, don't worry about boys. Boys literally don't mature mentally until like 25.
Where did we meet? We met in middle school in the school choir.
We became friends when we had homeroom together. Oh.
What was our biggest fight we ever had with each other?
Way back when I was very feisty. And I would just cause a bunch of like little fights, but I also had nothing else to do.
We used to be each other's only friends. So I made a friend in sophomore year, or 2 friends. That was no bueno.
They were terrible human beings, so.
Do you have any unusual Christmas tradition? Sometimes go to the movies on Christmas, like at night. There's nothing else to do. What was your first Starbucks order? I used to get a mocha frappuccino because I thought it was like the most delicious thing in the world and I didn't know what coffee actually was supposed to taste like.
Mine was honestly probably frappuccino too.
I was in the 8th grade and I remember I was at my friend's house and they were having a buy one get one happy hour. My friend's dad just brought me a mocha frappuccino and I've been hooked on Starbucks ever since, probably. Okay, if I was arrested, what would you think it would have been for? This is a good question. What did I do, Liz?
Shoplifted.
Oh. If you got arrested, I would assume that you like stole somebody's dog because she's really desperate for a dog right now.
Everyone, email my mother.
Insert email, a 10-page paper on why Liz should get a dog for Christmas and send it to her mom. I'm gonna check TikTok for the questions because we know you all are a little more strange. DJ,
we're trying to show.
What's your favorite Christmas dessert? I had popcorn at the movie theater. What is your favorite Thanksgiving dessert?
Pumpkin cheesecake.
Oh, how was it?
That was really good. Not pumpkin pie.
Your mom make me one next time.
There's one slice left in the fridge if no one ate it.
Have you ever been followed?
Yes. Yes. I was a new driver pulling out of Dunkin' Donuts because where else would I be? Someone was like close to my car and I started reversing. There was no like backup cameras or anything. And I guess I got close to someone who was walking. Then a bunch of people started like screaming at me. I had just gotten my license. Like I was terrified. 2 minutes later, I glanced. It's like, oh, this car's been following me for a while and that's kind of weird. I was just like, oh, if I pull into church, I'll know they're definitely following me, because why else would they pull into church on like a Monday or whenever it was?
Oh, that's smart.
And they followed me into my church parking lot. I was like, okay, they're following me. I get on the highway and like finally I just called the police because I didn't want to pull off the exit like going into my town. Are you sure they're following you? And I was like,
Yes, I'm sure they're following me.
they followed me into my church parking lot on a Monday. Stopped at a light in my town and a police officer saw him at the intersection and he like flagged me down. And he's like, is that them behind you? And they were still following me like over 20 minutes later. And basically the police said to me like, so sad, too bad. Can't press any charges because there wasn't any like malice intent or whatever. I was like, they followed me for like over 20 minutes.
Who did it turn out to be? Oh, you don't know?
Don't know.
I thought it was like a group of random teenagers.
I think it was the people like quote unquote almost hit. It ended up
weird.
being like people in like their early 20s, like a guy and like a few girls. This was their excuse. They're like, oh,
She looked like one of our friends, so we were following her.
Oh, that's
I was
so
like-
creepy.
I was like, yeah.
How did you guys become the friends you are now? Like, what made you stay close?
Us having nothing to do in the 8th grade and we would FaceTime each other and we'd be on FaceTime for hours and hours and hours.
One of our high school teachers was so salty about his life that he was like,
You guys will never be friends past your first semester in college.
yeah,
So-
we don't really have other friends. Oh, Christmas aesthetic stories that will give us more excitement for Christmas.
Aesthetic. You go to Target, you go to the dollar section.
Once upon a time.
You pick out a bunch of little decorations. Go to the coffee section, pick out a holiday creamer. Go to self-checkout. After self-checkout, you get Starbucks and are listening to Christmas music. The
Dude,
end.
someone said we looked alike when I posted that video of us.
A bunch of people did. When I said where,
What's your favorite Christmas movie? The Holiday. It's not that old, but it's like 2006. And it's really, really cute.
fun fact,
Actually really sad fact.
I don't really like movies. I don't have the attention span.
Oh.
I'm gonna have to go like Home Alone.
I don't like that kid's face for some reason. I don't know. What's your dream date? I have one. I'll go. So ever since I was 7, I had this really big fantasy. I thought high school was gonna be very different to how it actually was. I thought everyone was gonna be friends and like everyone would like get out from school and like walk around the town together. Like I don't know why I thought high school was gonna be like that. And I thought that one day I would be asked on a date and we would get coffee. I didn't know what Starbucks was at the time, but I thought we would get like drinks and then like walk around to the community park that my town just doesn't have, that I like thought of when I was 7. Big field with our coffees in the fall and we just laugh.
Can you tell them about a date you actually had when they took you to a big city and got you expensive dinner?
Oh, who cares? That's so boring.
Boring?
I don't really like New York. What's your favorite thing about Christmas?
Seeing people open up things they really wanted. Not like a phone, like, oh, but like, oh. Like my mom, she likes making tea at night. I hope Chrissy, you're not watching this. Dad got you an electric tea kettle.
Everybody email Liz's mom and tell her
Again.
what she got for Christmas. What is your favorite rainy day activity? Just watch movies and stuff, because I feel like I don't have the attention span for movies unless it's on a rainy day. Like Disney movies, a good Disney movie.
I like TV shows because at least it's like broken up and like different things are happening.
What age did you realize Santa was? Oh! I hope no one young is watching.
I swear to this day that I actually saw Santa Claus, but no one believes me.
What? Wait,
Yeah.
when?
When I was little, I woke up in the middle of the night, snuck out, and the living room light was on. I heard footsteps. It was not my father, because my mother and my father were sleeping. The cookies were gone. The light was
Was it Kelly
on.
eating cookies at night?
No, I think Santa's real.
Do you like to give gifts or receive gifts?
Both. We're gonna be straight
Yeah,
up.
I do like both. I like getting gifts.
I can
still want to think of one embarrassing story with us.
like painted our faces blue to go to Choice of Vaughn concert.
Wait, no! We painted our entire like bodies blue for a Troye Sivan concert. I guess because the album was blue and we thought it'd be cool. Waiting in line and we have the blue body paint. We're like, now's the perfect time to whip it out. And we literally put it all over. As soon as we applied it, it started downpouring, raining, and out of nowhere for like 10 minutes. We waited for hours to apply this blue paint and then it was just everywhere.
The security guard told us you're not allowed to have your face painted if you're above the age of 12
Really?
years old because you can't be like recognized. He's like, I'll let it slide.
Just imagine us literally outside of a concert with blue pouring down our bodies in ponchos.
It rained. It was like dripping down. It was a sight. We weren't even like embarrassed. Like I wasn't embarrassed. We have too much confidence to be embarrassed.
We were really embarrassing freshman year, but we just didn't realize it.
Probably just how we dressed, honestly.
Combat boots, crop tops, and leggings every day.
I was literally about to say that.
We thought we looked so good. Go to shop at like Forever 21 for like new crop tops. Like I had one that said bad luck and I thought it was like the edgiest shirt.
I had one from Charlotte Russe. It's like light pink and there was like one black block. I was like, ooh, edgy. One stripe. The rest of it was like baby pink.
I feel like we have embarrassing like people we liked stories. But
I mean, I just like full on stalked someone for like 2 years.
Well, so did I. I would memorize where people like where my crush would like have class and then literally try and like run into them. What is the worst thing you've heard from a person in college as a woman?
Oh, I don't really.
You don't have one?
I have one from...
Yes, definitely tell that story.
Okay. So, about 2 years ago, our friend from out of state
came to visit.
He wanted to see his like one friend. And
he invited his friend over.
And was staying at her house.
To my house.
So he drove over.
He drove over there.
Our friend James is sitting in the passenger seat.
We were just driving in a neighborhood.
Yeah. Nikki and I got in the back seat. We're not even trying to be involved in their conversation, like not whatsoever.
We're just chilling. He turned around to us who were sitting in the back seat and said, "You girls just sit there and look pretty. Thanks for watching the video." My camera's gonna run out of storage, but I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to give it a one of your thumbs. This was very poorly planned, but we will be doing Omegle. Chris's Omegle next time. So make sure you subscribe if you're not already. Goodbye.